welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Joan, and this is the best book to in the 254, number 1, the 254. Anyway, today I want to talk about the books that I read in October. October being my birthday month. Thank you for the birthday wishes, and yeah, I want to talk about the books that I read and just give you a glimpse of what they contain. So I read this one, I read this, and there are some that are currently not here, but I'll be giving you details of what I read. So how about we start with this one, The Conviction. I haven't read this author for, it's my first time reading book written by Robert Dugoni, and I must say it's not bad. It's in the legal literature, and yes, the title is The Conviction. This one talks about a lawyer, whose name is David Sloan. David Sloan has a stepson by the name of Jake, and Jake is a hot-headed boy. He's been in prison. Jake is a young boy, I think a teenager, and he's very stubborn, and I think it's been affected by her mother's death. Her mother was murdered, her mother being David Sloan's wife. So after the death of her mother, the boy became temperamental, so he doesn't do things that he's told, he does the opposite. He's been to prison, and this time around they were from prison, and a friend of David Sloan tell him to take Jake somewhere far away, maybe to clear their head, give them a peace of mind, and so David knows his son and his character, but his friend is Tom. The name of the friend is Tom. Tom is a police detective, and he also has a son. So they set a journey. So they go fathers, boys club, father and sons. David with his son Jake, Tom with his son, I can't really recall the name, but when it comes up, I'll definitely tell you. So they go camping or hike. They go camping. They find that the place that they are going camping is in another century, is in another town, more of a reserve, more of an abandoned city, and things are way backward from where they've been. They live in an urban area, but still this place is a holiday destination, but it doesn't look like it. So people there are, they're in their own world. So David and their sons, the sons get to know each other a bit, but Jake is stubborn. He's always angry and stuff. So Tom's son tries befriending David's son. So the two sleep together in a room, but at midnight they go out looking for, not at midnight, in the evening, they say they want some candies from a nearby shop. So the boys go shopping, but Jake there wants some beer and alcohol. So the owner looks at them, says that he is young, is underage, and is not authorized to buy alcohol. So Jack gets angry and storms out. But the shopkeeper checks his ID. The ID that Jack gave was a fake one. So Jack doesn't want to go, but David's aunt tells him that they should go or trouble will come. But they go home, but Jack is not happy. So at midnight they go back again, break into that shop and steal it, take alcohol, take everything, and Jack takes back his ID card and even takes a rifle from the shop. Is an innocent young man. He is not. He doesn't have the character traits that Jake have. So it's his first time. It's his first time to taste alcohol. Jake laughs at him. He vomits. No, the first timers with alcohol. So. But as if that is not enough, Jake takes the rifle and they start firing because they are drunk, and before they knew it, they were in a prison cell, jailed. They were taken to jail. The next morning, they have been prosecuted and been thrown to like a rehabilitation center, a boot camp. So remember, the parents are still sleeping. So when the parents are sleeping, when it's almost morning, David wakes up, go to the boys' room and find that there is no one there. Coincidentally, he asked Tom, and Tom doesn't know anything about it. So on searching and asking around, they are told that their sons had been caught disturbing the neighborhood with the rifle, and they were drunk. So they should go to the police station. I don't know. When they reach the police station, they are directed to a law court. On reaching law court, the judge there has sentenced these young men. One has been given 1 year, another one has been given 6 months in that boot camp. On doing their inquiries, remember David is a lawyer, he is there wondering how, like in a matter of 24 hours, so much has happened and he didn't know, he was asleep. So he finds that things are not really okay in that city. So he has to change some things, especially the way the judge there does his things. Apparently, the judge here prosecute people, especially kids, without a lawyer and attorney. So, there are dramas here and there, court drama, and yeah, I don't want to spoil this for you. I've given you a glimpse of it, but it's a nice read. I think it's like more of a novel because it has a continuation. I'm currently reading the same author, a different book by the same author, but on the David novel or series. So it's also in my October read. I'll definitely give it a summary. So I'm just summarizing. I don't want to get into this is not a book review, it's just about the book. So I'm done with this one. This is a deadly game. Remember, I had reviewed Amber Frey Witness. So this is a continuation of the same Amber Scott investigation. This is about the untold story of the Scott Peterson investigation. Scott Peterson was accused of murder the third degree murder of his wife and the unborn child that they were expecting. So this is all about like behind the scenes of what happened in the first book. So I had reviewed the first one, so this is just here now. It's just what happened to until Scott was prosecuted. We have Vietnam. Remember Vietnam? This one is a short story. This is about 4 friends in school together. And they were 3. They were friends. They were 3 at first. Then another one relocated to their school. So they became friends. And the book is called I Pledge Allegiance. It's Vietnam. So I Pledge Allegiance is about these friends that they love one another from the time they met, from the time they share the same school, they share same, like they are skilled differently, but they are always doing things together. When they were in junior school, others were called in a different school, but they had to stick to one. There is one that is very intelligent more than the others, but still, because they wanted to keep their company close, they had to be together always. So they stick together through thick and thin, whether in education, in life, everything. So when they are done with their I don't know how they call it, high school, when they are done with their high school and they are supposed to join a campus college, one of them is called to go to the army. And because these people had pledged allegiance that at no given point should they leave one another, so they will always stick together, whether in agony, whatever the case, they always stick together. So they say this one has been called to be a soldier, and there's a one that wanted to be a pilot, there's an engineer. But now, because one of them has been poached to be a soldier, they all have to be soldiers. So while they apply to be here, they are taken to different places. So they are doing almost the same thing soldiers does, but they are now in different countries. So one is like this side, the other one is in a different country, but somehow they don't communicate. They always just communicate by written letters. They read, talk about one another and stuff. So when they are being attacked or attacking, they don't know whether they are attacking their friends or whether their friends are dead or not. So yeah, they had pledged allegiance to stick together. So this is just about it. The last book I read is Murder One, written by Robert Dugon. It's also in the legal thriller genre. So this is my second book by this author. I read the first one, The Conviction, and this is the second one. So this was also in my October list, and I love this. It's a novel. It still talks about the attorney that we read in the last book, The Conviction, that is attorney David Sloan. And this time he has to represent another lawyer, another attorney. Okay, in this book, Murder One, the main character here is David Sloan, the attorney, and this time he has to represent another attorney that he was against in a previous case. And this attorney is a lady. Her name is Buckley Reid. She's a lawyer who also likes winning. She doesn't like to lose. and David Sloan is known as an attorney that does not lose. So here we meet this Buckley Reid. Buckley Reid had a daughter, and the daughter passed away due to an overdose that she claims that she was overdosed with the drug. So she wanted to accuse the drug peddler. She sued them, but the case didn't go anywhere. It was thrown. So when she meets David Sloan at an event, she gets attracted to, and vice versa, attractions. So yeah, before they knew it, there was love. Remember, David Sloan had a wife, but the wife was murdered. So in this book, he's still in that period of mourning. He hasn't moved on yet, but when meeting Ray, he thinks that maybe the best way to move on is to laugh again. So he gets attracted to Buckley Reid. They visit one another, romance here and there in the midst of cases. The person that Buckley Reid wanted to accuse of drug that she had talked with David Sloan about is murdered. So when he is murdered, there's no case there. Remember, Buckley also is still mourning her daughter. He wanted the person to be convicted, the person that was responsible for the drugs that overdosed her daughter. So when the victim is murdered, she doesn't take it lightly. But no, as the book, as you continue reading, you find that later, this is a thriller. So there are twists and turns here and there, and at the end, David represents her, because now when this victim is dead, she is the number one suspect of murder in the first degree or third degree, whichever. She's the first suspect. So her being the suspect, she wants David to be her attorney, her defense attorney. So David takes the case, fights the system, the judiciary, everyone around. So they win. But before they win, there are twists and turns. They are towards the end, because twists and turns, and they realize that what you see is what you think of is normally not what is real. So I don't want to spoil for you. You can have a read. You can read it and get to know it better, understand it. So, but that is just the story. The story is written simply. There are no jargons, just legal terms that are easy to comprehend and understand. So I hope you enjoy it. But I'm done here. Maybe next week I'll be posting about my November reads, and I haven't posted for a while. I'm sorry guys, I've been a bit taken aback, but I'll be posting more. So stay tuned, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for being in this family. This is a journey, so we are taking it one step at a time. So thank you. Remember to subscribe and leave me your comments in the comment section. Otherwise, see you on the next one. Thank you.